Welcome to this week's edition of Creators Outlet. And direct from our official fluffer, RJ Brand from Critical Blast, is our special guest. Whoops. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Are we there? Oh, there we are. Okay. I shrunk the buttons and I didn't know where they went.
Oh.
It's Daniel Parker.
Hey, everybody. Hey, well.
What's going on, man? Hey, Lorenzo.
Hey, Lorenzo.
Daniel and Darth.
And Darth. Yeah.
And Darth Bobcat.
My podcast partner in there, Darth.
Oh,
Bobcat.
yeah. I've met him on the other end when I've been in the chat. So.
Oh, yeah.
So, since last time you were here, tell us what you've been up to besides settling into the FLA.
So I got Angels Awakening campaign. The first one was successfully fulfilled, or funded and fulfilled. Thank you. And so my second book, Guardian Angel, is in the works right now. Mailing list is up for that. And
good to win, Lorenzo.
Yeah. and I've got a second chance campaign for Angels Awakening going right now. For those of you who weren't able to get it the first time around. But yeah, so far I've been a little busy, but it's a good kind of busy.
So since you're in Florida, I have to ask if you made it over to MegaCon.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to get over there. No. Yeah.
A little too busy and a little too much money to get in the front door.
Yeah. Although I will say, like the I believe it was at the Orlando Convention Center, which is not that far from my house. So.
Hey, Miss Rena. Miss Rena's on next Wednesday.
Ah, cool.
Because all my responses were you responded first, and then she responded next, and yes, I hope he gets some sales today too.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into it, let me ask: have you watched any of the new Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Not yet. I'm planning on waiting for it to be done, for the whole season to be done, and I'm just gonna watch it all at once. But I
binge it all together.
Yeah. Hey,
Laurel.
Hey, Laurel. But I've heard, the mixed reactions. Obviously, from the usual people. Who's some say it's really bad, some say it's good. No, I don't.
I thought it was pretty good till like one thing happened today, and it went from up here to it took a nosedive for me, and I'll wait and do like a wrap up thing of what I thought, episode by episode afterwards. But so let's ask you this, purveyor of comic book stuff.
Mhm.
What was the last book that you backed?
Probably Serena's book, Black Rhapsody.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe that was the
And,
last one I backed. Yeah.
and what was the last CG slash indie slash crowdfunding book that you read?
Let's see. Probably it was either it was either Through the Woods by Vinnie Tartamella,
Mhm.
and what was the other one I read? Yeah. The podcast is on my channel. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lorenzo. Appreciate it. And yeah. Bogdan really killed it with the art on that book. Yeah, Through the Woods was probably the last one I read. I'm kind of backlogged on a lot of those books I've been meaning to read. I definitely want to read Shadow of the Kraken, I just got that today. I gotta also really want to read Kimosabi's book, Company Men.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got that, and then but yeah, I still haven't gotten to Malin's books yet, or I've read like the first Graveyard Shift, which I really liked, and I still need to get to the other ones.
Well, I'm actually in the midst of reading the big package, as they say, from Ollie and 656 of Cryptidnals.
Mm.
Because you got like all the extra books and like leaflets and pouches, and
Yeah.
so I'm in the midst of the main book. I'm really loving it so far. I'm glad, because I was more excited for this book than any other that I had the opportunity to back.
Yeah.
Living on limited means kind of sucks. It means I like this book, but the most I could do for this book is have them on my show to promote the book and share.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, it's the way the world is right now.
Yeah, and it's not getting any better.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked online to order. My girlfriend looked online last week to order peanut butter that wasn't contaminated, because they had a recall on like all the Jif peanut butter.
Oh.
So we had to return all our jars of Jif. Looked online, and it was ridiculous amount of money. And then the next one down she saw was 10 pounds of sausage, like breakfast sausage.
Mm.
And it was like $49.
Jeez.
I'm like, for $49, I can buy a cow and a pig and just slaughter them myself.
Yeah.
It'll be very messy, and a little old lady from down the hall will probably call the police because they'll find like dead body parts in like the hallway or something.
Yeah, blood on the floor. Yeah.
Blood trailing out the door.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Somebody killed that fat man in a wheelchair down the hall. So
Yeah.
let's get to why we're here.
Yeah.
So you're doing a second chance campaign and a mailing list for a brandy new campaign.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's wrong. We need this one.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So we I picked up a new backer during RJ's stream, so that was nice. But yeah, so for those of you unfamiliar with Angel's Awakening, it's the origin story of Jessica Sawyer, who's a psychic spy with the ability of teleportation. On her first mission behind enemy lines, she has to recover a body in cryogenic stasis, and she does battle with a water elemental along the way. It's a 32-page book. And there are additional pages with lore and character bios along with it. And obviously the story was written by me. All the artwork was done by Bogdan Brzea. You got Eric Weathers on the lettering. So it's got a lot of action. It's got a lot of beautiful women. Right up a lot of people's alleys. I know that. Right up my alley. So I love this splash page. Here's some of the interiors. Before the lettering, of course. I love this page right here. This was one of the first pages Bogdan drew up. It's just love the water flow and the wings, by the way, on Sky right here. Those were that was Bogdan's idea to do that. And of course the climactic motorcycle chase, which is really the highlight of I would say the highlight of the book. Bogdan had a fun time drawing that. And here's Jessica right here in her civilian clothes. But and then of course for those of you who backed the book the first time around and don't want to buy another copy, but you still want to support the campaign, there's this poster right here, drawn by Bogdan. It's 18 by 24, so that's a good size poster. And of course we've got the main cover here. And this is the bikini poster, which is 11 by 17. This was on the original campaign. So again, if some of you out there, if you didn't pick this up the first time and you want to get it, you can get it here. And so the two different covers, so you got the Virgin cover here and then the manga variant cover. These two covers, if you want to get those, now's the time to get them, because I'm not going to be won't be putting them up for sale again. So I'm not going to be doing any more reprints. So. And those tiers with the tiers with those two are limited to the first 5. And some stretch goals here. If we get to $1,000, everyone will get a trading card of Jessica, and this was the trading card that was part of the mailing list on the first campaign. And if you back the campaign, you were on the mailing list, you got that trading card. If we get to $1,000, everyone's going to get that card, and $2,000, everyone will get a bookmark. And at $3,000, I haven't decided on what I'll do for that, but if we get to that level, I'll have to think of something. So the tiers here, featured tier is the book along with the new poster, the motorcycle poster. That's at $35, and then digital only tier. So you can, if you live overseas and you don't want to pay the shipping costs.
The Australian variant.
Yes, the Australian variant, exactly. Yeah. Yes, if you've ever shipped anything to Australia, yeah,
it's like $70 a book or something like that.
Yeah, it's not cheap, but yeah, you can pick up this digital copy here, and it's also available as an add-on for the physical tiers at $5. And then, of course, we got the main cover here, Virgin cover and variant cover, again, limited to 5 on those. And then if you want the bikini poster, just the bikini poster, there's a tier for that as well. And then if you want just the poster of the motorcycle, you can get that here as well. And I've also got a tier for both the Virgin and variant covers for people who want both. You can pick that up, and again, limited to the first 5. And last but certainly not least, get a copy of the book and the bikini poster, which is aside from the individual tiers on the on this campaign, that this is the only other tier from the original campaign that I kept the same. And also too, I forgot to mention this on RJ's stream, but like I mentioned before, the digital copy, the main physical main book, physical copy, the motorcycle poster, and the bikini poster are available as add-ons as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now, where are you sitting here?
So I'm at 285, and let me just refresh and see if, yeah, okay, still 285. 24 days left on the campaign.
You doing a strict 30? Or are you going to extend?
I haven't decided yet. I'll probably do. I might just stay with the strict 30, just because I want to get the books out to people. And I don't want to, want to get it out to people before I get the Guardian Angel going, which I'm looking at late July for that campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So, just want to get it out as soon as possible.
I signed up for the mailing list for that too.
Cool.
So, what can you tell us about the new book?
The new book. All right. Well, let me pull that up here.
Thank you, sir. We will.
Yeah. Good night, Bobcat. Appreciate you coming on.
See you Monday.
Yes. All right. So, Guardian Angel, Part 1, takes place 2 years after the events of Angel's Awakening, and it has Jessica Sawyer teaming up with the body that she recovered from stasis in Angel's Awakening. His name is Henry Hatcher, and he's like Jessica. He's a psychic, but his power is telekinesis, and he's brought back and becomes the guardian of the Republic. And when that happens, the bad guys, the Britannian Empire, they send a hit squad of elementals after him and after Jessica. So the two of them have to team up to fight for their survival.
So it's a continuation, but a whole different book.
Right. Yeah. I tried to try to keep it like its own separate story, so that you don't necessarily have to read Angel's Awakening, but it would certainly help if you did. Mm-hmm. It's Angel's Awakening is a good companion to this book. I've been working on this story for a long time, working on the universe for a long time, and so being able to get this book going and get these characters on paper is something something of a dream come true for me.
So it's kind of like 2 story arcs you have going at the same time, because there's going to be another book to Angel's Awakening, but it's not this book because this book comes after. Yeah.
I'll probably do a prequel or another prequel to this story that takes place in the year in between Angel's Awakening and Guardian Angel. But yeah, this story, it's I tried to, I introduced the characters in a way that, for people who may not have read Angel's Awakening, but I certainly want people to read Angel's Awakening. I certainly want people to buy that book. But yeah, this story, it's it's going to be epic because it's part one of two, and this book is part one is over 60 pages, and I've finished the script for part two, and that's going to be 56 pages. So it's rather lengthy story, but I think it's a good one. Bogdan's artwork is top notch. I mean, he's been turning in pages every week now for the last few months on this book, and I will say the art style is a different art style than what you see in Angel's Awakening, but I think it fits the tone and the look of the universe very well.
Yeah, it's still got that anime style, but it looks a little it looks like a little cleaner, than the original, than Angel's Awakening. Angels had like a lot of like dark panels and a lot of stuff going on. And the motorcycle scene, I have to say though, is pretty cool. But I'm like, that reminds me of Akira.
It's a lot of Akira, definitely quite and also Ghost in the Shell, definitely a big influence on this series. And actually with the motorcycle chase, the genesis of where I got that idea was from, believe it or not, Raiders of the Lost Ark. With the when Indy's chasing the horses, chasing on the horse.
Yeah, I just saw the clip showing the bad news of Harrison returning to Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
It must mean he's going to do it because they agreed to let him kill Indiana in the movie, kind of like he did with Solo.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that movie too much.
He must have seen his character's prequel film and been like, "No, just kill me."
No, just kill me. Yeah. But and I think I mentioned this already, but yeah, Bogdan really enjoyed drawing that motorcycle chase because he likes drawing action scenes. So. And there's quite a lot of action in this book too. There are fight scenes. There's a chase. It's a car chase, but not instead of a motorcycle chase. But there's a chase scene. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. If you like looking at Jessica, from behind, there's more of that here too.
Yes. So, D-Wag, what's up?
Hey, man, good to see you.
So, the first thing I have to ask is, you said there's a lot of cool stuff. Tell us about some of the cool stuff that might be considered a perk for being on the mailing list for the new book.
So, a couple of perks we got here. Number one, if you're on the mailing list, you will be able to access a secret tier where you'll can purchase an alternate virgin cover of the book. And if you were amongst the first 50 who signed up for the mailing list, you're going to get the print that you see right here in front of you. And if you're on the next 50, you'll get another print. It's not this one, but it's similar to this one.
Cool. So, is it going to be another is it going to be a special Bogdan cover, or is it going to be a cover by somebody else we might know?
It'll be a special Bogdan cover.
Okay.
I'm probably going to do probably get a variant cover by a different artist. I have to do some looking, but yeah, I'll probably, more than likely, I'll have a variant cover as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
You can always hit up my dude Sean Zilla. Do a show with him Monday nights. It's the art stream. I do not do art. You're lucky. We'll leave that at that. But he's a freelance illustrator. He's been doing covers for Alton, the creator of Vampires from New Jersey. He's done a couple of covers for that. He did a cover. He does the naughty and nice covers for him.
Okay.
You know, because why should we just have 10 alternate covers when we can have 20? But I don't want to take work out of anybody's pocket.
Yeah.
He started a new series based in that world, Witches of Westchester. That was the first actual issue one that Sean did covers for. Okay. And one of his covers became a print as a extra perk to backers. And then he did he did a variant cover for Mike Jimmy for Life on Korra 5. And a few other people. And but hey, check them out. You can just go to this channel and it's just listed Sean Zilla Archer. You can just go back and look through it, scan through, see if you like them. If you don't, you don't. If you do, you do.
Yeah. I'll give them a look.
So I'm like, okay. So we'll go from there. My next question has to be, are you worried about fulfillment with paper shortages and printers having problems with ink and supplies?
Yeah, I it's definitely a concern. Because Angels Awakening was a little late getting out, and that's largely because there was a paper shortage. And so yeah, it's a concern, and I would like to stick with Mixam because I think they did even though they were late. I mean, they did a really good job with these books. I mean, these are, they're very good quality.
Well, let's blow that up. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, here it is. I mean, it's
oh, it looks good.
Yeah.
Hi there, Jessica.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, let's see. Let me pull up this one.
Oh, nothing but the costume in front of her.
Yes. But yeah, it's. I mean. The quality on this is amazing. So I'll probably stick with them. Because I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of really good printers in my area. But yeah, it's, hopefully, it won't be too bad whenever when I get to fulfillment on this book. But we'll see.
Because I know Global Frequency had that problem with their project.
Yeah.
Prentice said he could do it, no problem. And then when push came to shove, they got issues.
Yeah.
But I will talk to them about that on the 15th of this month. And I do know that Brian from Marith Saga reached out to them and helped them. So it was either that or I was going to have to buy an Effa chainsaw because I wanted my damn books.
Yeah.
I bought both big packages off them, and I'm like, oh man, I sold my whole run of Jason Aaron Thor just to go all in on this, and now I'm waiting.
Yeah.
And they're like 90 minutes from my house. Like, damn you, wheelchair.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, that's no good.
Now I have to ask you, with the book, with the one book under your belt, and the new book, well in the works, what have you learned to make it easier on yourself in the process going forward?
Well, I will say one thing was, with Angels Awakening, I think probably the hardest part for me was putting the print file together. Because I used InDesign, and I had never used InDesign before, and it was just like, I was pulling my hair out trying to get the margins figured out and everything. But yeah, exactly, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But I think I've got that down pretty well, and once I figured it out, and the other thing was, and obviously working with Bogdan, getting the, having the right amount of margins and everything, I think we've got that down really well. The other thing I would say is, getting the print copies as soon as I possibly can, not waiting around for that, and, making sure that that's all good to go. And the other thing, and I will never make this mistake again, is go into fulfillment right as I'm moving, in the process of moving, over 1,500 miles or so.
Even moving 5 miles, it's not a good idea to move in the middle of fulfillment.
Yeah. That wasn't smart on my part, but I won't be doing that again.
Of course, I have to ask you this because you just came from Critical Blast. Are you going to do the fulfillment yourself?
I'll probably end up having RJ do it again. Yeah, it's so much, it's easier to have him take care of it, and he did such a great job with the fulfillment on Angels Awakening. I think I'll have him handle the fulfillment this time around too.
Yeah, I've gotten, in fact, I'd say like half the books that I've gotten in through the mail, original books, have gone, half of the projects have gone through Critical Blast.
Yeah.
I got, Marv V's project obviously went through RJ and Mike Jimmy. Mike Jimmy took care of Europe and everything because it's a little expensive to mail stuff out of Portugal.
Yeah.
But he did. I gotta say, I love Marv V's art, and I had bought, when I had him on the second time, I had bought the retailer pack, so I got like 10 copies. I've already gifted away like 3 copies. But he also sent me a panel from the book, the original art panel from the book, and he knows I'm a big Hulk fan. Not Donny Cates Hulk though.
Yeah. No.
Hashtag I hates the Cates.
Yes.
If I put hashtag and the letter I on my phone, it automatically brings that up. And it's like, boom. He confronted me on that too. He goes, I don't think that means what you think it means. I go, no, it does. It does. I go, apologies. I go, I've read books from you in the past that I've actually really enjoyed. But
Yeah.
this, no, I'm sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Marv's from there. I've been getting all of Mike Jimmy's Life on Chorus through there. I got this little book that Ogden and Dean put together, The Embrace, which was awesome too. And a couple of others. Obviously, 656's books come from them, and I've loved all the stuff I've gotten from them. Even though it's in black and white, and I give Ollie a hard time, when are you actually going to color anything interior-wise for 656? Instead of convincing them, no, bro, this looks better in black and white. It's because he's too busy making the big bucks coloring for Brian and everybody else.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just a little crazy. I'm just wondering, with the way the economy's going, how much that might affect creators in the near future.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, when 10 pounds of sausage, which used to be like, maybe $20, is now like $50. And like the big 2-pack bottles of Jif peanut butter are like $37.50.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've wondered that too. Especially with crowdfunding comics. Like, I mean, obviously the standard price is $25 for a 48-page book, and hopefully it stays that way. I'd hate for anybody to have to go up to 30 or because if it's 25, it's like and $10 for shipping if you're US or whatever. I mean, that's most people will say, I can do that, that's not a problem. But 30, 35, and maybe 15 for shipping, and you're getting a little
I'm hoping something is done quickly to make it so that we're not choosing between the next CG book we back or the next meal we eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I couldn't do without a meal.
Yeah, me too.
But luckily the hospital food does wonders for me not eating very much at all from when I was in for a week. So in a month I lost 21 pounds, which some people go, wow, that's pretty good. Well, not when you weigh 400. But actually it was 418. So now I'm down below the 400 mark. If I was only down below the 200 mark, then I could go shopping for new bras. I mean, clothes. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and not to dox you, I know you're in Florida because you tell everybody that you just moved to Florida.
Yes.
But there is a shop in Central Florida called The Collective.
Okay.
And my friend Danny down, I made friends with one of the store clerks down there online, Danny. And during the big pandemic, when nobody was printing and shipping stuff, he convinced the store to stop backing some creator-owned books online. and they started selling tremendously well. So now they have an entire, road dedicated to, indie and crowdfunding books. And they've actually put out their own crowdfunded book with one of the other employees from the store writing her first story.
Oh, wow.
And it did very well. One of the artists from Naked Cannibal Campers did the cover for them, or did one of their variant covers. So since you're down there,
Yeah.
And by in the area, I mean, well, in the state, I mean, how big could a state be? I wouldn't know. I was born in Rhode Island, so don't live there anymore, thank goodness.
Yeah.
But I'd look him up and reach out to him,
Yeah.
and contact him, because they have a lot of people, a lot of talent that's like local to the shop actually go in and do signings and events and everything.
Wow.
When he was still very indie before he went, completely mainstream, Jonathan Hendricks there, who did the recount over at Scout and is doing the recount part 2 now. And he's had like multiple books out. Even had a graphic novel come out this year from Image Comics. He's doing very well. And he's also like you in the area. And he has Brian Silverbacks has done a bunch of variants for all of his books. So they always like show up together and have a grand old time. And they go live when they have somebody in the store. They'll get a bunch of signed issues for the store itself, and they'll put those up online for customers that weren't able to get in, if they wanted to have the opportunity to have an original signed book.
Wow. Yeah. I'll definitely give them a look. Yeah, I just pulled them up on their phone. I pulled them up on my phone. Looks like they're in the north part of Orlando. So they're about a half an hour away from me. So yeah, it's not too long a drive.
Yeah, that's I don't know what the gas prices.
Oh, well, yeah.
You ever think it would be cheaper just to snort cocaine and run where you had to go? Ask you for a friend. I'm in a wheelchair, so it does me no good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're looking at launching this after what about within the month that you wrap up the Second Chance? You're looking at launching Guardian Angel.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think late July. Yeah, that'll definitely give me enough time to get some ducks in a row. Because I'm going to be doing. I'm going to have like prints that are going to be on the campaign. I'm going to have at least 3 prints, 3 posters, at least 3 different covers, books, and then I'm also going to have a calendar with it. It's going to be the ladies of Guardian Angel, and then there'll definitely be a box tier with it, where you'll be able to get all of them together.
Cool. Yeah. Where there'll be patches, though?
Ooh, I haven't thought about patches. May do patches. Yeah.
See, I was thinking, because Guardian Angel, it's kind of like the psychic police force. Like whatever their like emblem badge would make a really cool patch.
Yeah, I could do the agency they work for is called Trident.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a Trident logo on Henry's buckle. I don't know if you can, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I could probably do something with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't.
There's so many things to choose from,
Yeah.
but you have to you have to budget for everything. Like either chibi stickers, chibi standees,
Hmm.
chibi patches,
Yeah.
magnets, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of like the small stuff you can get like dirt cheap, like out of Sticker Mule,
Hmm.
and just have them. It's good stuff for like when you're doing like if you end up getting a table in a couple of years at one of the cons.
Yeah.
You get those really cheap free tchotchkes to give away to people.
Mm.
Just throwing ideas out there.
Oh yeah. 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 That's definitely something I want to be doing at some point is getting into a con and selling my books and all my stuff. Yeah.
Grabbing their attention and making them buy all the books.
Yes.
So I want to wish you luck with all this. Definitely hit me up and I'll have you back on when Guardian Angel goes live later this summer.
Of course. Yeah.
And hopefully anybody that hasn't picked up the first book will take advantage. And you have 24 more days left?
Yes, 24 days.
24 days left on the Second Chance campaign. Nobody goes, oh, another Second Chance campaign. But if you didn't get it the first time, dummy,
Yeah.
catch on, will you? This month is a bad month for me to have to buy anything because my girlfriend's birthday's on the 4th and my daughter's birthday's on the 5th.
Oh wow. Well, my birthday's on the 3rd. So. But you don't have to get me anything.
Damn it. Oh man. Well, happy early birthday, dude.
Thank you. Yeah.
And
to quote Monty Python, I'm 37. I'm not old.
I posted a meme today that just said, I would like to apologize to all the people I called old when they were only 40 and I was 18.
Yeah.
But I wish you all the luck. Try to stay warm down there.
Oh yeah, that won't be a problem.
I know it gets chilly some days.
Yeah.
Drops down to like a whole 75 degrees or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of family and friends down there too. So
yeah,
they're like, why don't you come down? I go, my girlfriend hates Florida.
no.
But she keeps saying, I want to get out of this state and move to North Carolina. I'm like, oh, tornadoes. Yay, fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, it's better than being in the Northeast in the wintertime.
Yeah. My childhood was in Colorado, so I understand.
Yes. Yeah. And now everybody in Colorado doesn't even remember that they're in Colorado.
Yes.
You have a garden? What do you make there? Shrooms? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can never tell. But,
Yeah.
I want to wish you luck to anybody listening to this as a podcast after the live filming. Just scroll down to where all the wordy things are, and you'll be able to find Daniel's Twitter handle and links to both the Second Chance campaign and the mailing list for Guardian Angels.
All right.
Thanks for joining me. Until next time, next Wednesday, we will have Miss Rena now with the campaign live, because she came and talked to us just before she launched on the Bogan channel, so we can take a more in-depth look at that. Make sure you follow Daniel and catch up on everything that he's doing over on the Twitterverse, and we will see you all very soon. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.